Well, after a pretty decent summer transfer window, I think we built a squad more than capable of avoiding relegation. We're going to finish mid-table. Hello, welcome to part 9 of the Hollywood Dream, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our first ever championship fixtures against Norwich City and Portsmouth. We also have the Carabao Cup game against QPR, which you don't really need to know about that because I suspect it might be a win or we might lose against them considering they are one of our championship rivals. But no other transfers have happened yet. Having said that, Dan Scott is on his way out and Isaac Schmidt should hopefully be on his way in, hopefully, if he does accept us. I don't know if any other teams have put in a bid. Preston have. Let's just hope he doesn't go to Preston because he shouldn't do, because by the looks of it they are a League One team, so hopefully he's our player by the end of today's episode, by the time of the next match. So let's get straight into it, get straight into our first game of the season, and that is against Norwich. We're not doing a defensive mentality, we are playing a gegenpress this year, 4-2-3-1, so the lineup is as follows. It will be a Conqueror in goal, a back four of Bolton, Brunt, Edmondson and Raven. Then we got a midfield double of Rathbone and Jack Taylor. Then we got Meyer on the right, Elliot Lee in the middle, Mitchell on the left, then Bergstall up front. Obviously injuries, I mean the front four is a little bit not how I would like it, because Meyer would normally play in the middle and Mitchell out on the right and Bergstall out on the left, but Paul Mullin is currently out injured and will be out for at least this month or so. So I don't really want to start Ollie Palmer in the championship. Yes, we'll do the squad numbers, but hopefully I'd take a draw against Norwich. I'm not sure what league they were in last year. I'm not sure. I can't remember who got relegated from the Premier League. Actually, let's take a look at the season preview. So, who got relegated? Fulham, Brentford, and Crystal Palace. Norwich are predicted to finish 8th. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I'll take a draw. If we don't draw, just a tight defeat. But if we can win this first game of the season, that would be absolutely brilliant. Meyer has got the ball, has the chance to put it in the box. He does. He finds Lee, but it's a great save from the Norwich goalkeeper to deny us our first ever championship goal. A Conqueror with the goal kick plays it short to Edmondson. Taylor has got the ball. That's a lovely ball out to Meyer. Well taken down, that is. Plays it back to Bolton. Back to Brunt. Taylor again. Come on, that's a lovely pass. A lovely couple of passes from Jack Taylor. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with in that midfield area. Lee plays the ball to Mitchell. Come on. Mitchell is through on goal, and he does find the back of the net for his first ever goal in red and white for Wrexham. Come on, lads, that's what we were looking for. If Mitchell's good on the left, he's got to be good on the right, because that's where we're going to use him most often, on that right hand side. Then, or we might just play him out on the left and get. That's not great. I said in the previous episode we need to keep him fit. He's injured now. Right, Bergstall is going to have to switch down to the left hand side. Ollie Palmer is going to have to come on. I mean, it's pretty early on into the championship season, but Ollie Palmer has now made his debut in the championship. Absolutely absurd. We've got 15 minutes left until half time. That's Norwich. Take this with a pinch of salt. They've only had one shot. None of them have been on target, but they do have a ball. McLean has a shot. I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but it was a very bad one, I must admit. And it's still 1-0 with 10 minutes left to play of this first half. If we can sneak out a win this game, that would be absolutely incredible. I would take a scrappy 1-0 win, because we've been alright, but we need to. I don't know what else we need to do. We want them up against Norwich in our championship debut. That was close for Norwich again, and they are getting just a teeny bit closer. None of them still not on target, so he hasn't threatened a Conqueror just yet. But if we can get a second goal this half, That would be absolutely lovely, because I'm sure Norwich will end up getting at least one goal this game, if not more, if they take their chances, which at the moment they haven't, and I'm all for it. Jack Taylor is going to make way for Matty James, and I think Elliot Lee also comes off for Alberto Pelli. I think that's probably all we'll do for now. Just those changes for now. Come on, lads. We've got half an hour left to play. Still the one goal in it for us, but the second goal now should probably wrap up the game. I'd say we've got at least 1 point in the bag, because I mean, with 15 minutes left to play, Norwich only having the one shot on target. I honestly don't see them grabbing. I don't see them winning the game, but they have got a goal back, and the scores are back on level terms through Shane Duffy, who does header the ball into the back of the net for the equaliser. With 10 minutes left to play, this game has really opened up, I think. I don't know. Any team could probably win it from here, but I just don't think it's going to fall for us. Edmondson is going to make way for Leon Balogun as the final substitution of the game. Come on, couple minutes left to play. Are we going to get a winning goal, or is it going to end in a 1-1 draw in our championship debut? And it does end in a draw. I mean, for a first game in the championship against Norwich, who probably will be looking to finish in the playoffs, that's not a bad result. I will take that all day long. Dimitri Mitchell out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not too bad. Yeah, I've seen worse, but yeah, it could have been could have quite easily been like a cruciate ligament out for 5 to 6 months. But thankfully, just out for a good just a few matches. He'll be back towards the end of this month, hopefully, provided that he doesn't get any other injuries. Right, we've got QPR in the Carabao Cup, which I will obviously play that off camera. Hopefully that is a win. Then hopefully we get our first championship win against relegation rivals Portsmouth. We did make it past QPR in the first round of the Carabao Cup thanks to super subs Alberto Pelli and Delano Bergsorg. Actually, I think Alberto Pelli actually started the game. It was only Bergsorg who came on in that game, but that does set us up nicely for a second round tie against Port Vale, which should be a very easy win. We're going through to the third round this year again. We made it through to the third round last year, but losing to Man United. But we're definitely going to go through to the third round this year. Hopefully go through to the fourth round. That's what I would like, but haven't signed anyone else since last episode. That the left back that we tried to get in unfortunately rejected us, so we are trying to get in Aaron Cresswell just purely as a backup, because I'm quite happy with Sebastian Raven as the first choice. We don't need anyone to come in over the top of him. Then if we need to replace Raven or Cresswell mid-season, we can, and we might. Well, I don't think we might, but we might do a bit of late transfer business in the deadline day, but I very much doubt it. I think the squad is pretty much near enough complete. So the lineup will be a conquering goal, a back four of Ngakia, Brunt, Edmondson and Raven, James and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Longman on the right, Lee in the middle, Meyer on the left. Then we've got Bergsorg up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get our first win in the championship, remain unbeaten. Obviously, we did draw against Norwich, but I think I'd say Portsmouth should be one of the easy games, along with Plymouth this season. I'm not sure how many other easier games there are this year apart from this game. Also, with the free kick, Longman heads it clear only as far as literally the edge of the 18-yard box, and Portsmouth do get it back, but Raven gets the ball back, plays the ball to Lee in the middle, finds Bergsorg, who does make the run in behind the defence, and we are 1-0 up against Portsmouth. Bergsorg, what a goal. I was not expecting that from you. Maybe ditch him on the left. He's our new striker now, I think. I honestly don't know what his best role is. He might be great on the left, but he's great as a striker. Honestly, he's such a good player. He was great against in the last game, I think. Oh, he was unlucky in the last game. And Ricky J. Jones has put Portsmouth back on level terms. That's I kind of wish we had looked at signing him, because obviously he was playing at Peterborough, who did get relegated to League Two. I think that was a potential candidate if Ollie Palmer did ever leave us. Jack Taylor plays the ball to Lee. Can we get back into the lead? Jack Taylor, what a strike that is. He finds the top right hand corner. We are back in back in the lead. Absolutely superb. We've got 20 minutes left to play of the first half. This first half has been end to end at the moment. Taylor has got the ball, plays the ball to Longman. He has a chance to cross it or shoot. He does shoot. I'm not sure if that was the right option. He had players lurking in the box. He had players to the left of him and in front of him, but didn't decide to use them. Tried to do it all on his own, but just didn't quite work out. Ricky J. Jones has put the ball into the back of the net for a second time of the day. I thought that goal might have been a slight suspicion of offside, but no, he just about stays on, and with 10 minutes left to play, we are back on level terms once again. Raven whips in the corner, Edmondson with the header just over the top of the crossbar. I tell you what, this match has been absolutely incredible. I definitely think we could potentially grab a third goal. Taylor has got the free kick. Will he score it? He hits the crossbar. I reckon he's gonna score quite a few free kicks for us this year. Raven plays a short corner to Elliot Lee. I thought he might have got fouled in the box. I thought we were going to win a penalty on the closing stages of the first half, but no. We do go into halftime with the score 7. I mean, I'd take that. I would take that first half all day long. We were on fire. Portsmouth only had 2 shots. Obviously, that was their 2 goals. James whips in the corner. Edmondson tries to get his header on target, but luckily it does fall to one of our players, and that was not a great pass from Elliot Lee. Absolutely ridiculous, and Matty James has an absolute wang and gets himself sent off. Absolute idiot. Elliot Lee is going to have to come off for Ollie Rathbone. Jack Taylor can just drop into the playmaker role. And I think Seb Raven doesn't come off because we don't have a left back yet. Jeremy Ngakia is also going to come off for Luke Bolton. And with 40 minutes left to play, down to 10 men, I think I'd take the draw at this point. I don't really see us winning this game, especially with a sending off. It's going to make things a little bit more trickier, but I'm sure we can definitely get a goal. Might be a smash and grab, but I think we can definitely clinch a 3 points today. Taylor plays the ball to Raven, has the chance to possibly put it across. Bergsorg back to Brunt. Taylor, that's a lovely ball. No, Rathbone, you should have kept him running. Should have kept on running. Oh, that could have been a goal if he had just put on his afterburners. So he might have actually got there. Meyer plays the ball to Longman. Bergsorg is through a goal. He's offside. I knew it was too good to be true, but that's it's unlucky. I think it's a sign of things to come. I think we will definitely get a third goal at some point during these last 15 minutes of the game. Jack Taylor is now George Dobson. I'm going to leave you off for now. Alberto Peri, again, I'm going to have to leave you off. Lewis Brunt is going to make way for Leon Bannigan, and Ollie Palmer is going to come on for Bergsorg. I don't know if that's a great change, but it's the only striker we've got on the bench for now. We've got 10 minutes left to play. Are we going to get the third goal, which should hopefully win us the game, or is it going to end in a boring 1-1 draw? Williams plays the ball to Lane for Portsmouth, and they now look to go on the attack with Paul plays the ball to Takeshi. Rathbone with a great tackle. Ollie Palmer has got the ball. Longman, I hope you stayed on. I think he did. And he does put the ball into the back of the net. The lino flag stays down. And with a couple minutes left to play, we have once again retaken the lead for the third time this game. Come on, lads. Just hold on to the win now. Just hold on. That's all we need to do. And we've done it. We have got our first win in the championship. Very, very good. So that's 1 win, 1 draw from the first 2 games. I think that's I think we can be pretty happy with that. Seventh in the table. I will take that all day long, but I think the matches will get much harder from here, especially with, I think, Blackburn and Oxford, 2 winnable games. Maybe QPR definitely winnable. We know we can beat them, but I think from October it gets a little bit harder, which I think is when we'll come back. So I will see you in the next episode for our matches against Brentford and Middlesbrough. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.